What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 8 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today, we're using a Ho-Oh team. Like I said the last time I used this team, Ho-Oh is one of my favorite restricted Pokemon, so I'm really excited to play some games with it today. This is a more bulky team that really relies on the fact that Lapras is able to get up that max resonance and then pivot around with a lot of really strong options, including Ho-Oh and Amoonguss. There also is Sableye, which I found is really huge. Being able to quash something to let Lapras set up that resonance is really big. And then I also have Landorus and Urshifu in the back. One of the things this team really struggles with is because Lapras is going to be your max option, your damage output, isn't always the best. So having some really strong offensive options in the back is really good. Particularly Urshifu having access to critical hits with Wicked Blow really makes up for some of the lacking other max options. So with the team out under the way, let's just kind of hop into the first battle and see how we do. All right, first battle of the day, we have Grimmsnarl, Rotom Heat, Necrozma with a Rillaboom, Mimikyu, and a Tapu Fini. So I think this is going to be a weakness policy set, and I feel really comfortable leading Lapras Amoonguss. Right? I think that's the best option because it should deny them the ability to set up. And then Ho is a really, just in general, is a really strong option against their team. But I think Amoonguss is the better option because of the fact that Rage Powder has higher priority than Quash. And Rage Powder can redirect a Mimikyu. And they can't really stop Lapras from setting up. And I think Urshifu is probably the best option, right? Yeah, I'm going to go with Urshifu. I think Urshifu really covers for everything that Ho-Oh cannot hit. And they don't have a good way, like I said, to stop the resonance. One thing that can be a little bit tricky is the fact that this Lapras does run Ice Beam over Freeze Drive for just that extra damage that it guarantees. I do want the stronger resonance. And as a result, there are times where certain water types can be really hard to hit. Okay, so, yep, Grimmsnarl and Solgaleo, as expected. I think Rage Powder, I think just immediately resonance into... I do want the chip. I'm going to resonance into the Solgaleo, and I'm just going to Rage Powder with Amoonguss. I think that's the safest option. Which, yeah, it should be the safest option because they can't really stop it. I can lure away some big hits, and then I do have Urshifu as needed. They could, they can, fake out? No, because even if they try and trick, they'll trick into the Amoonguss slot. So they can't even do trick shenanigans against me to try and bounce me out. Okay, so they're going to switch out Grimmsnarl, and they're going to bring in Tapu Fini, which is fine because I do have the electric type move, because I have Thunder, and I also have Amoonguss, which is really nice. So they're going to max their Solgaleo. What's important to note is that it is faster than my Lapras, but like I said, because I am going for the Rage Powder, I don't really see it being too much of an issue. They could go for something like a Max Phantasm, I guess. But once that resonance goes off, I should be in a really good spot. It is just a little bit, like I said, unfortunate that they're going to go first because then my Amoonguss is going to take more damage. I think it is going to put my Amoonguss at risk of fainting, but I think this is actually the better option because now, yeah, Lapras is able to get off the resonance safely. And let's just see kind of what happens and how it plays out. So they are going to, yep. So Rage Powder from the Amoonguss. I'd be shocked if they have safety goggles, but it is a possibility. Okay, so they're gonna Steel Spike into the Amoonguss 221. Wow, Amoonguss goes down. So I did not. Okay, it's a crit. That is a little bit unfortunate because I obviously would have really liked Amoonguss to stick around. Let's see how much I get with Resonance, because I do like the option of bringing out Urshifu. Okay, so that's going to do not that much, but What is important is it's chip and I get off the resonance. Yeah, Ho is not really a good option. I think Urshifu to try and Wicked Blow their um what's it called? Their Necrozma. And then Max Lightning, I think Max Lightning the Tapu Fini and Wicked Blow into Necrozma. Because even if they live, I will be going first, and I do have a Focus Sash, so I am guaranteed. I mean, not guaranteed. They could, um, I guess, yeah, they could protect and then hit into it with Tapu Fini to break any sort of sash. But I mean, I should be okay. Let's see, Wicked Blow. Wow, Wicked Blow does nothing, and I'm gonna trigger their weakness policy. Yep. So there's the weakness policy trigger, which makes that Necrozma a lot scarier. And like I said, this is one of the disadvantages of this team is the fact that your damage output really hurts. I am actually shocked at how little damage Urshifu did, which is really scary in my opinion. I expected it to do just a ton more, and now it has a weakness policy triggered, and I don't know, it's a really tricky position to be in. Let's see, Lightning after the +1 boost is also, yeah, it's not doing much. I mean, Ho has Sacred Fire, so getting the burn off would be a really solid option. So now I need to hit the Sacred Fire and I need to burn the Necrozma. Probably still Geyser. I kind of want to Geyser into the Necrozma slot. And I think going for a Sacred Fire as well. Yeah, I think doing that, trying to double down on it, hopefully getting the burn would be, I mean, it would be huge. Oh, ooh. Yikes. Very smart. That was what I was afraid of. And yep, double target. Nature's Madness into Lapras. Not going to do that much. Yeah, that was a very good call on their part. Because now I don't have the rain for Lapras to do extra damage, and Tapu Fini can still Nature's Madness. So yeah, Thunder is not 100% accurate anymore, which is a little bit scary, but I think still going. Yeah, I should have done this last turn, or I should have set up the rain. And well, I mean, I was trying to set up the rain, but now Thunder is inaccurate. But there is the lightning boost, or not the lightning boost, the electric terrain boost. So if it hits, I should be able to knock out Fini. So now this is a big if it hits turn. Because I need to connect with Thunder at 70% accuracy and Sacred Fire, which I think is 95. And I need a burn, which is a 50% chance. So Sacred Fire connects, which is big. Hits in, it does a lot of damage. If it gets the burn, okay, great. Gets the burn. Heal Pulse into Necrozma, which is, that's unfortunate. I gotta now Rock Slide. Yeah, that's big damage. I don't think there's... Oh, and Lapras flinched. Unfortunate. Yeah, there's no way... Because of the fact that it can flinch me, I don't see any way in which I can come back from this. I can try and burn Tapu Fini, but yeah, I think I thought Urshifu was gonna do more with Wicked Blow, and it didn't. And I also really underestimated Necrozma, and didn't expect it to do even a fraction of as much as it did. So they're going to switch out, which I don't even think matters at this point. Oh, that's that's actually great, because I double targeted Tapu Fini. So I'm able to connect with the Sacred Fire, bring their Grimmsnarl under half, and hopefully I can hit this Thunder. Okay, so I missed the Thunder. That's unfortunate because now they're going to be able to set up a screen and I think still just go for. They're just trying to waste my resonance at this point, which I mean obviously is a good plan, but they don't have Tapu Fini in. Fake out into Ho-Oh. Yep, fake out into Ho-Oh, and this probably should be game if Rock Slide connects. Rock Slide misses Lapras and Ho-Oh. Wow, okay. That's really important. Able to pick up the knockout into their Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl goes down, so they don't get screen support. And yeah, Necrozma has Burn. Electricity is gone, a little bit frustrating because that Tapu Fini is going to be really scary, but I still have Resonance. They have to bring out Fini. Or if they have... I mean, if they could have Rillaboom in the back. They're going to bring out Rotom Heat. I think... Yeah, I just need to get as much damage output as possible. I think... Oh, Ally Switch, very smart. I totally forgot Rotom can carry that. And I think this is something that happens with me is I know to be aware of things, but I get really defeated and start making bad plays. Which happened here that I knew Ally Switch is something that Necrozma carries. We are gonna see, yeah, it's gonna live. So now is the question of where do I think I'm gonna go for the same spots because I almost expect them to ally switch again, and them ally switching actually is really gonna determine. Okay, so they didn't ally switch, which was very smart. Hit into the Rotom, it doesn't matter at this point. Volt switch, yep. Ho-Oh should go down here. Oh wow, Ho-Oh hangs on, which means they're gonna bring out Tapu Fini, but yeah, I mean at this point, as long as Rock Slide connects, it should be over. There's Tapu Fini. Yeah. I mean, it's not... We did see the double Rock Slide miss, and that is a thing that happens. Rock Slide, yep, no, double connect, so that's game. Cool. So that was fun. I think I should have waited a little bit with Necrozma, or I think Landorus actually was the better option because of the fact that Landorus has Intimidates, and so I can start just putting on pressure. And I think that was what I should have gone for. I should have, rather than gone for damage, I should have just gone for pressure and just continued to try and slow down their team while my team set up, and tried to play towards the end game and have a double regenerator core to really do some damage. But I mean, that is the way the game goes, and just gotta keep my head up and move on to the next game. All right, next battle of the day. It's a Calyrex Shadow team. It's Glastrier, Venusaur, Slowbro, or not Slowbro, what's his face? Snorlax, Indeedee, Ninetales, and they have Calyrex. So Urshifu is really big. I don't want to lead with it. I do like Lapras Sableye. I think Lapras Sableye can be really big because I can resonance. I have a guaranteed. I don't have a guaranteed resonance, but I can slow down something and hit it with resonance before they can hit me. The issue though is Indeedee. I feel like you have to lead Indeedee, right? I feel like given the fact that I have Sableye, Indeedee makes sense. So I think Urshifu Lapras, and then I like Ho-Oh, and then Landorus has Assault Vest. Landorus is tempting, but they do also have Glastrier. I'm gonna go with Landorus. I think they have to lead. They have to lead Indeedee if they're leading Calyrex. They also don't have to lead Calyrex. Or not Calyrex. They don't have to lead Calyrex, but if they do, I feel like that's what makes sense, and they can't really let me get off the resonance. Okay, so they're leading Calyrex Ninetales, which is not what I expected. But I mean, what is this is? They're gonna get up the sun. I'm trying to quickly see if Ninetales learns ally. Oh, Calyrex learns ally switch. I think still the play is to resonance. No, I don't want to double up into the Calyrex slot. This is really risky if they go for... I'm going to Wicked Blow into the Calyrex slot. Right? Yeah, because I don't actually know the speed of Ninetales. Ninetales might be faster than Urshifu. And of course my phone is really slow right now. Can't type this morning. Cerebi, let's see what Ninetales can do. Ninetales is going to Weather Ball into... Oh wow, I did not know it was that fast. Astro Virage... What? Ninetales is faster than... Calyrex? What? Speed 109. How is this thing so fast? And it has Drought? What? Is it Choice Scarf? Okay, that's really not good. I don't know why I did not Sucker Punch. Yeah. Sucker Punch was such an obvious choice. Ho-Oh, I think I have to Ho-Oh, and then... let's Geyser to get rid of the weather and Sacred Fire into Calyrex. I think that's the best option because I can change the weather from sunlight to rain, which is good for Lapras, and I can hopefully knock out Calyrex. And I'm guessing with Resonance, I should be able to tank another hit. Sucker Punch was such an easy choice. I don't know why I decided to go for something else, but their Calyrex is very slow. To be slower than Ninetales? Like, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it could be a Trick Room. That's what I'm thinking. It has to be a Trick Room version. Okay, so here's Indeedee, which was what I was afraid of. But let's see. So they're going to get off an Astro Barrage, and hopefully... Okay, so they have Psychic Seed, Special Defense Boost. Let's see. They're going to Protect with Calyrex. That's actually a solid option, especially because I'm going to Sacred Fire into it. Yeah, now hit into the Indeedee, change the weather. And that's going to do not that much, but now the sun is gone. But they can actually safely switch back to their... what's it called? Switch back to Ninetales. So I'm actually going to Geyser again into that slot. And I think just... I want a Brave Bird. I'm going to Sacred Fire because I can't... Oh, yeah, I should have Brave Birded. Because I can't... That was a horrible play. Brave Bird was a much better option. Because I could have Brave Birded. Because if I finish off this Calyrex... yeah, I expected the switch back to Ninetales. So I could have gotten the fire-boosted Sacred Fire. But instead, they are not going to make that switch. They're going to follow me. But hopefully I can knock out Indeedee. Max Phantasm into Ho-Oh, 207, 92. Okay, so Ho-Oh goes to under half. You're lowering our defenses. Sacred Fire into the Indeedee. Please get the burn. It does get the burn, which is nice. So I'm hoping with the Geyser, this is able to knock it out, even if it's after burn. Yep, okay. So the Indeedee is going to faint to burn. They have... What do they have? They have Ninetales, which they can use to bring out or switch out the weather. I think the play is to switch out to Landorus, because that lets Ho-Oh regenerate some HP, and then I can try and damage down their Calyrex, right? That is their best option, because if I do knock out Calyrex, yeah, if I knock out Calyrex, I can safely Perish Song, especially with Landorus. Yeah, so I think the play is to Hydro Pump the Calyrex and to swap out to Landorus, right? What is Landorus's special defense going to be? It's going to be 151 versus Ho-Oh's is 174. Ho-Oh has more special defense, so Landorus is going to take some chip. This is tricky because now I should have probably Ice Beamed into the I mean, 100% should have Ice Beamed. I'm not playing as best as I can right now for some reason. Ninetales, what, you're gonna Will-O-Wisp me? Weather Ball into Lapras, so that's fire. Not gonna do that much. Max Phantasm into Landorus. Landorus should live. Yep, Landorus lives, which is great. Defense falling. I don't know why I didn't go for Ice Beam. This is the second time I've made really bad plays revolving around the weather. Because Ice Beam is so much more effective. Here, I could... This is their last turn. I think I'm going to swap back to Ho-Oh to try and take advantage of the fact that Ho-Oh is going to live one of their hits, and then their max is going to be over. It is a little bit tricky that I have to do it this way. Max Phantasm into Ho-Oh. Yep, Ho-Oh is going to live. Nice. Ho-Oh survives, and now let's see if... Ice Beam into Calyrex. Yeah, I should have gone for it last turn. Calyrex's max is over. It's most likely an Astral Barrage. So I'm gonna go for that here, and I'm just gonna switch back out to Landorus because I want Ho-Oh healthy. Okay, so they're gonna swap out their Ninetales into into Venusaur, which is really terrifying right now. I'm going to bring out Landorus. I'm probably going to lose Landorus this turn because they're probably going to Astral Barrage, and I can't really do much about it, right? Yeah, here comes Astral Barrage. Astral Barrage is going to definitely knock out Lapras. Should knock out Landorus. Yep. Okay, it's a critical hit. Don't think it mattered at all. And now it's 1v3 where they have... it's not actually totally over. Because I have safety goggles, it is... I think Ho-Oh's is too low on HP, but... Yeah, because I'm going to have to, live in Astral Barrage. I'm going to have to live in Astral Barrage, then live whatever Venusaur throws at me next. If they have Sleep Powder, they can go for it, which would actually be great. Oh, they're just going to Sludge Bomb. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Yep, their Life Orb. Here comes Astral Barrage at +2. There's no way I can live. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I think I was afraid of the Protect when I should not have been afraid of the Protect from Calyrex, and I think I should have just gone for the Sucker Punch. And having Urshifu alive would have made such a big difference during the rest of this match, but I was so afraid of just Protect, and I feel like I've been playing poorly around obvious Protects that I made the mistake this time when there was no reason not to. Sucker Punch goes first, and even if they had switched into Indeedee, it would have still been a fine position. It is frustrating. That is one of the disadvantages of playing Ho-Oh. It also isn't the strongest restricted in the format, which doesn't really help your case, but you live and you learn, and just gotta look forward to the next game. All right, next battle. We have a Groudon team. So this is Charizard, Grimmsnarl, Porygon, Groudon, Stakataka, and Venusaur. There is a lot. Does Sableye have Taunt? I always forget if this is the Sableye with Taunt. So this one doesn't, but it does have Fake Out. And this Amoonguss has Spore. So, what? Lapras is actually really good. Lapras has a lot of super effective moves against most of their team. And yeah, I think Lapras lead. Lapras with what? Amoonguss? No, I like Landorus. Because then I can Rock Slide their Charizard, and I can lower the special attack, or not the special attack, the attack of Groudon. I want Ho-Oh, and then Urshifu is a big threat. Sableye can burn stuff. I'm going to go with Urshifu. I think Urshifu just having critical hits might be important. The issue, though, is if they're able to successfully get off a Trick Room, which, honestly, they very well might be. Yeah, I mean, I can't knock out Porygon as is. So I think I would lead Charizard, Porygon. Charizard, Groudon. Okay, that's actually solid because I can Resonance onto their Groudon, and I have Rock Slide with Landorus. So it is scary for them regardless because, yeah, I could sacrifice the Resonance for... I could sacrifice the Resonance just to Rockfall into their Charizard. And then just Ice Beam into Groudon. I'm going to do that. I think the Rockfall will also change the weather, which can play a really big factor. And their Groudon is crippled. They don't have a good way to hit Landorus anyway. So I think being able to just safely switch the weather and hopefully knock out their max as well, because it's ×4. Yeah, right? This is the safest play. Nothing resists, or not nothing resists, nothing is immune to Rockfall. So it'll get the weather change, it'll get big damage onto their Groudon, and if I can eliminate their threats... Oh, wow. Their Charizard is faster than Landorus. I did not... I mean, I feel like that makes sense, right? I have no idea what Charizard's base speed is. These are things that I just need to take the time to learn. Yeah, Charizard is faster. That makes sense. It's base 100. So they're going to safely be able to get off a Wildfire. But I can hopefully take out their Charizard in the process. They're probably going to target down Lapras. They probably target down Lapras expecting the Resonance. Let's see. They're going to protect Groudon. Smart. Then they're going to get Wildfire into Landorus. Landorus hangs on, which is really all I care about. It is unfortunate that I'm surrounded by fire, but Ho-Oh is immune to that, which is important. Rockfall, please pick up the KO. Yep, picks up the KO, which is really big. I'll take it. I'll take losing my Resonance to pick up that KO onto Charizard. Because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, if it had been normal Charizard, normal Landorus, they would have just been able to knock me out. But now I have my max up, and I'm able to change the weather, which is really big. So this is a good position. That Wildfire is annoying, but not the worst thing in the world, and I think you can play around it. So the question is, do you have Porygon? Okay, so they're going to bring out Grimmsnarl, which, I'm tempted to swap into Ho-Oh. They're probably going to fake out. I'm going to swap into Ho-Oh, and I'm going to Knuckle Knuckle the Grims. I'm gonna knuckle the Groudon. I think getting up just like a lot of speed, or not speed, a lot of attack is probably the best play, because then I can start just firing off Earthquakes and Sacred Fires. And I mean, playing this team a lot more offensively than it normally is, right? Because if I get the attack boost with Ho, expecting, I mean, they're probably gonna Rock Slide, because there's not really a reason not to. But it's nice to pretend that they're gonna not. Oh, they're gonna bulk up. Cool. So that's actually fine. That's an interesting set. I've never seen bulk up on Groudon. But able to safely hit off an attack boost. So Groudon has neutral attack and +1 defense, but we have +1 attack. So I think now the play is to try and Sacred Fire onto their Groudon. Let's try and Sacred Fire, because if I can get the burn, that's huge. Who's faster between these two? Check summary. 148 versus 157. So Landorus is going to go first. Oh no, Landorus is Scary Face. What am I talking about? I could Airstream. I think I'd just rather Knuckle, honestly. Let's Knuckle the Groudon. I want to get the attack boost. Groudon is going to protect. Makes sense. Can still hit through that, which is nice. Grimmsnarl is going to Light Screen. Interesting. Sacred Fire into the Groudon slot. That's fine. Because now I can safely fire off Earthquakes. Earthquakes, assuming I live. It's not going to do anything to Groudon, but it's fine because I do get the attack raise, and that's really what I care about. So it has bulk up, protect, probably Precipice Blade and Rock Slide. Yeah, so now I think, I want to just Sacred Fire into Groudon, and then, no, because I like the Wicked Blow. I'm going to just Earthquake. I think protecting our Shifu is important, because it can do a lot of work. Scary Face into Ho-Oh. Yep. So now Groudon's probably going to Rock Slide. Yep. It's going to miss something. Oh, it misses Ho-Oh, which actually unfortunate. I would have preferred it missed Landorus, because Landorus was going to go for Earthquake. Sacred Fire connects. Sacred Fire hits Groudon, gets big damage, gets the burn. That's great. Okay, so Groudon... Oh, wow, it has a Lumberry. Very smart. So, Urshifu is actually really big here. Yeah, Urshifu is Dark type, so you can't Scary Face it, which is a big deal. So I think then Sacred Fire the Grimmsnarl, and then Wicked Blow the Groudon. That should knock out both, right? As long as Sacred Fire hits, because they cannot Scary Face me. Okay, so they're gonna show their last, which is Venusaur. That's fine, because Venusaur... Oh, because now they can switch out to Groudon. Smart. So Urshifu is able to connect onto Venusaur, almost knocks it out, which is a really big deal. Grimmsnarl is going to Spirit Break into Urshifu. Urshifu is going to go down to Sash. Focus Sash, yep. And now, as long as Sacred Fire connects, I should... Yep, Sacred Fire hits. Grimmsnarl goes down. So now it is Venusaur, Groudon versus Ho-Oh, Lapras. Oh, wow. Big. I did not... Wow, that's actually really big. Cool. Sandstorm subsides. So now that Venusaur is the fastest thing on the field, and this is tricky because they can protect. I think I'm going to just Earthquake protect. Do I want to do that? No. I feel like... Yeah, I'm going to Earthquake protect. I think that's the safest option because they could protect... I expect them to protect their Groudon and then target Urshifu, because they know I have Sucker Punch and they want to keep it alive. So I'm playing into that. Oh, Venusaur protects. All right, that's fine. Urshifu's gonna protect. And now Groudon. Groudon's gonna Rock Slide. Let's see how much it does into Ho-Oh. As long as Ho-Oh lives, which I hope it does. Ho-Oh is super bulky. Okay, great. Ho-Oh lives. Awesome. Able to successfully hit off an Earthquake, and as long as this knocks out Groudon, which it should, like it's so low. Yeah, Groudon goes down. Now I can safely Sucker Punch into Venusaur and Brave Bird into it. Because I don't... Oh, it has such little HP. Yeah, I'm just gonna double target down the Venusaur with Sucker Punch and Brave Bird. Cool. Nice. That one was hard, but I'm glad Ho was able to pull out in the end, and I was able to get at least one win with the team today. And yeah, we're just gonna keep cycling through a bunch of the older teams, and then try and finish off the rest of the restricteds and get some cool battles. So with all of that, I will see all of you later.